forehead, Cole. I don't like this.
I'm telling you, you got to grow it out a little bit, but it very much so looks like Nox hair. You might be cooking, but cooking on the pistol is Fozy. Instant on the opener. There is a lot of help. It isn't just. There's Mop as well involved, and that's enough to scare them off for now. Smoke will likely secure the idea of a reposition. The issue is the bomb is blinking on the other side of that smoke. They've lost the bomb.
They've lost the bomb. It's a key detail here. You want to keep the bomb.
You want to keep the bomb, or ideally dispose of the bomb by planting it on the bomb site and waiting.
If you lose the bomb because it explodes, that is actually the ideal.
But in this case, it's close to the bomb site.
They're hoping someone's going to get antsy and go for a flank. Sonic's waiting to punish that if it does come through. 50 seconds, it ain't happening. Koi ain't flinching. Not moving a muscle. They're worried themselves about the flank around.
There's both players spotted.
Here we go.
I believe. Maybe just one player spotted. They're still worried about the flank.
It's pistol round, so you can still just headshot yourself out of every situation, but you do need to actually land those headshots. And over the boxes, .vg, Stanislaw will bring down Stododo. Oh, okay. There's Dink on up. Trying to bring it to a close as well. Utility deployed, but .vg, blind or not, still going to be able to send bullets down range. And it is Koi with a quick vamos into this one.
And as I said earlier, I believe by Frozen, mentioning that you don't want to really give these Tier 2 teams a little spark out of the gates, because once you do that, they can take over. It looks like the spark of energy is revived, and they got their round.
I think he, in that instance, was speaking as the absolute Tier 1 favorite, and I appreciate the vote of confidence in the Wildcard boys, but, I mean, I don't know that it's a more psychological situation.
It's even more important that Wildcard are doing it, right? They're shutting down the spark, any sort of energy from Koi, because they are not favorites in this matchup.
Decidedly not. They are the underdogs. They are the ones who needs those sparks. Need that juice. That smoke. Stododo ahead of it. Hang on. Deep smoke deployed. Everyone going to play ahead of it for Koi, so they've got a pretty good setup for this. Flashbang's over. Glock action. Didn't got a more pause. Hold on. Hang on. Don't hang on anymore. It's all on the Stan and Sonic again. As in the pistol round, but this time with even less expected.
It was bound to happen, but they've bested their record of the previous series. They've gotten 2 rounds. They're over the mental hurdle. Wildcard are not the Mongols. And 2 rounds for Koi out of the gates is a good sign. Again, that energy's still there. Comfortable anti-eco. And we set ourselves up for the first gun round. Watching a lot of Wildcard, you'll see a lot of different players show up to the plate. This time, there is no extremity players. There's no one on the outskirts. It's all out towards A and MP9 for Stododo. Good luck trying to hold this down. And somehow stays alive. Gets out of dodge, but not for too long. Stan will track him eventually.
There was just no way. There was no way. There was no chance that you're bringing that one through. Bomb going to be planted. And now a 5-on-4 without a lot to get back in with. Koi, do they keep their appetite for this one? No. No, they do not. They have lost all desire to get back into that site. They're going to try and keep these guns alive. So the first gun round on the board. Fast, rapid play out A main. Simple, straightforward. And a round on the board. Stan taking command as well. Point man.
So far, he has been, one of the better individuals for Wildcard in this event as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does make some degree of sense. He is the most experienced player on this roster by far.
Yeah.
Sonic second, a pretty distant second, to be quite frank, in terms of, Stan has been there, has done that, has lifted trophies, has played at the top end. So, when he's in the server against the Donk, whatever, he's played against Simple. He's not going to flinch. He's not going to get that nervous about it. So you saw him continue to battle through, continue to make waves, even, despite the competition, despite the opponent. But he needs some of his teammates to level up fast, right? He can provide that confidence. He can provide that calm, that experience But at the end of the day, he's the IGL. He's trying to bring his teammates along for the ride.
Looking to buy time for the rest of the squad to get activated. Now they have this last chance bracket to do so. As you said, that experience has to be capitalized. Some of the more usual suspects need to show up.
This is actually a nice early win for Wildcard, right? I mean, it was just a utility exchange. No one actually pulled the trigger, but they've won mid. There's 2 players in Donut, but 3 bunched past this. If they get the kill on Dodo, even if it's a 1-for-1 trade, the B players are in trouble.
Clear this though, right? You certainly do if you're Sonic. You absolutely do, and the trades are so incredibly quick.
Good luck, Mopaz.
And yeah, that smoke confirms that this is likely going to be that B-side play. You've got players lurking about, containing re-aggression. It's smart, but Mopaz is holding down the line from all fronts. That is a massive multi-kill from him. There's so much more than what was expected, and now buys time for a flank, which is so quick. Adam S is right behind him.
He's going to catch him before the bomb goes down. He's going to catch him before the bomb goes down. He denies it. He denies it. Now 50 seconds, but JBA knows where the last is. He's done the work, and he's actually got time to cook. Young gun in the clutch. Oh, and he's so patient with it. This is what's exciting about JBA. If you're not familiar with this game, if you're new to him as a prospect, he's a very new name in North America. Really has just come on as part of this team over the last year or so. You know, paired up with Stanislaw, we've seen him blossom. And what's exciting about him is not necessarily the huge mechanical outplays, the huge flashy plays. It's about doing things right. He's a guy who... It's a lofty comparison, to be fair, but the initial image is like someone who's a little bit more Rops-like in terms of, you know, maybe not rushing down and just headshotting everybody, but having the positioning, having the lurk, having the game sense and the anticipation. Those are the things that are promising. And it's still very early days. He's not on that level by any measure. Hasn't played against that kind of competition by any measure. But you see the signs in rounds like that and moments like that in the clutch. But things are pretty exciting. Mopaz keeping it exciting with the CZ. He did so much work in the last, but his teammates couldn't close.
And look at this re-aggression though, queued up for some success, and it's more damage. Rolling on through with a quick trade, and now it sets up Davi G. You wouldn't clear him, would you? No, you would look right past him in this case. You already took down a couple players in Cave. That eventually gets vision, but it's by then a little too late. Guns recovered, and Cave and JBA, more right decisions need to come through. He's stuck in the corner in between this pillar. It is so claustrophobic, but JBA looking to punch holes in this defense. And it's just that. At least good for a bomb plant here.
The lack of armor is real tough. Oh, keeps his ammo though. JBA trying to find the moment to exploit, trying to find the reload, and Sasum's got to be looking this direction. They're both here. And the MP9 jumping around the corner will prove enough. Huge round from Davi G. The overlooked P250 proves to be the thorn in their paw. Youch. Youch. Ow. CZ starts it off. The pistols. The pistols. Big stumbling block early for Wildcard.
Wasn't even a lot of damage from the A1S that was held. I think it finished a kill that Mopaz started. A rifle not incredibly required in this round. It's just success rolling through out of the gates in a good setup. Movistar Koi, they're just so active in these rounds. A little frustration fielded for Wildcard out of the gates. Watching Susp, though, it gives me a lot of confidence he'll be able to activate at some point. Like you said, he doesn't have that experience, but watching him play out so far, he also seems like a player that you don't have to give a lot to for him to succeed. Seems pretty impressive in that department. He can be on his own. He can find impact. So excited to see if he can bring that level into the server. I mean, also probably versus competition that he's familiar with. I'm sure they've played in that Metasport roster, this Koi team a couple of times, right? At least in the tier 2 grind.
You know, it occurs to me that these are, streamer orgs going against each other.
Really?
Tibai over on the Koi side, right? That's his organization. The Amaranth's team. We haven't really had a lot of streamer orgs in Counter-Strike yet. I know everyone's getting very excited for the Drillas.
Yeah.
Mr. Oni Pixel, our own homegrown streamer. Making it big, potentially, over in the RMR.
I feel like streamer orgs would make a lot more sense in Counter-Strike, too.
They like them over in that other game.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. We do actually, you know, have the viewership, which is, I think, what streamers like.
Yeah, and I'm sure they would like that sweet sticker money that everyone likes.
Suddenly, Wildcard's logo just changes to a selfie of Amaranth.
Oh, wow. Well, they're in the RMR. So.
They're one step away. I think the logo is locked in.
The old switcheroo.
Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing.
That's
Uzi.
worth on the Steam marketplace.
And a kill. That would sell. I'll tell you that much. Just putting it out there. Jeremy 9000, if you're listening. That would move on the Steam marketplace, I guarantee you. And I mean, we know she's a businesswoman. That's the woman who sold her farts in a jar. Did you know about that?
Oh.
Yeah, she sold her jarred farts. That is a thing that she did, apparently quite successfully. I don't really know what the process is for jarring a fart.
Sell anything.
I don't know how you do that. But, you know, get your bread. Get your bread. Let's see if Wildcard smell like a wet fart. In this round, no, not so much. Fuzi revealed, but the trade is there. Stanislaw able to hang on. Now a man advantage bomb looking to be planted. Nade not quite on the money. And with it ticking away, Movistar Koi kind of need a kill to get them back into this. And none are being proffered forward. So it'll be Koi instead who got to deal with their own stink in this one. Backing off. Slipping away as Wildcard not up the scoreline.
It's not the first time that farts have been brought up today either.
Do you think, hold on, you know how like orgs give their players merch and whatnot? Do you think they get a fart in the merch drop? Go along with the jerseys and the hoodies?
Could be.
Could be. Could be that's actually contractually required to be in their stream backdrops.
With the scan code. Ooh.
We'll hit him with a nice.
This coach for Wildcard I don't know a lot about. It was a surprise to see it, but again, it's just more of that. Well, I think Stan already takes such a like European style of calling when it comes down to slowing the round down. He's not like these NA teams that come in just trying to end the round as soon as possible. He likes to slow it down.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where the connection would have been on Vince. Coming from the Polish scene.
Yeah.
You know, some of the teams, I think he played with Anonimo for a while, coached with them rather. So it is interesting to see that melding of minds, but we got to focus our minds in on this one because the bodies are dropping. Look at the health remaining for Wildcard. Uchi Mama, Stan, and Sonic not looking so healthy. And Sonic overlooks Moplaz. Fuzi wants to keep it close though. Fuzi's one of these operas who's also so dangerous with the rifles, and he's showing exactly why. Headshots being dealt out. He's giving out haircuts, and Stan, meanwhile, said, all right, you keep them occupied. I'm out of there. We're going A.
Smokey threw 2 smokes down, one towards long, one towards short. And he has done a great job of keeping them occupied. There's going to be an open path for a bomb site. They're on the opposite side of the map right now. So Fozi's done enough, plenty of it. And it's going to already start the timer ticking away. There's such long rotations and one to cut them off. Fozi versus Mappas in a head-to-head. Diving down. It's a quick headshot. He's found himself another just without a kit. And with the smoke to work with.
Stan's gone. He knows he can't stick around and fight, so he's going to go for the flank. Oh. Like a ghost, he's disappeared just considering the possibilities.
I think.
He's bailing? Oh, without the kit. Yeah, Stan, keep your gun out. Little panic on there, but it is still going to be a round win, and I think they're going to be perfectly happy with that.
4v2.
4v2. 4v2 with no help on Stanislaw. It all had to be Fozi, and Fozi does a beautiful job there.
You just needed someone to bring the package.
Who needs an op, man?
All I needed was to have Stan ship it over towards A.
I'm trying to remember, Fozi has some interesting tattoos as well. I'm trying to remember if it's him. One player, and I'm pretty sure it's Fozi, has a tattoo of a cormorant on their forearm. Big fan of that. Huge fan of the cormorant. Are you familiar with cormorants?
I don't know what that is.
If we could get a Fozi player cam, preferably one that shows the cormorant cormorant on his forum. That would be great. Cormorants are these really weird water birds. I'm a big fan of them. You find them all over the world. They're one of only 2 birds, I believe, that have solid bones. It's 2 flighted birds, rather, that have solid bones. Loons are the other one. But cormorants, they're fishing birds. And because they're so heavy, when they swim, you only see their little heads over the water. And they have these, they look like little black submarines with their periscope up.
Yeah.
They got these really, really weird long necks, but they can actually fly despite having solid bones. They have to beat their wings like hell, though. So they're like helicopters taking off, kind of.
Is this from your knowledge of is this from your knowledge of sailing, or is this like, okay, I was about to say, I was like, you're too young to get into bird watching already.
No, there's lots of cormorants out on the Chesapeake Bay. That is one of their biggest hatcheries, I think, or like occupancy places. Again, they're all over the world. But
and they're even on Fozzy's arm.
And they're potentially, I need confirmation.
Potentially on Fozzy's arm.
Different team, potentially on Fozzy's arm. Stanislaus potentially got a few bullets on his chin. I'm going to give them the target. There's the AWP. That's the one big gun. Dodo makes that thing sing. They got to be wary here, but Stan's starting to clean out the flank, and Susp collecting as well. And Stan says, okay, I'm not the flank anymore. I'm the B site. Come. Let's go.
And also, don't go towards Dodo.
Yeah.
He's got a big scary op that we wouldn't really want to
very scary
get into.
The thing for Koi, right, is now they have a decision to make. Do you want to risk more, or do you want to pick up that extra gun that Dodo has delivered you and survive into the next round?
100%. They've already made some decisions to save early that have convinced me that they like to save a lot, as much as possible. And Malpas can try and go and get his own prize, maybe, as well. Nothing to lose for him. But Justin and Dodo have a lot to lose. They'll hold on to their weaponry. And that will be potentially the last fight that we see in the round.
This is starting to look good for Wildcard. 5 rounds on, constantly forcing Koi into situations where they're saving instead of going for these retakes. I mean, even in that round, right? You run into the op, you go 1-for-1 with the op, but Stanislaw opens up the other side of the map. Very, very encouraging. Koi, meanwhile, you've had some Mopaz moments, but otherwise, you had a lot of trouble getting into these rounds. That guy on your screen has an interesting story. Sonic. Dude was retired. Dude was done with Counter-Strike as far as he was concerned. Was kind of just trying to parlay that into a collegiate career to get himself a degree. He was going for business, as he said. Business. I don't know if he knew what that meant, but he wanted business. And then he gets called back up by his old team. Called back up to help out Complexity for a little bit. His buddy, JT and TC, pulling him in for one last ride. And he absolutely lights up the server. And says, hang on, maybe there's something still here.
I still got that dog in me.
The dog was returned. Fuzi has let his dog off the chain. Cormorant and all. Hold on, zoom in on the player pick. Can we see the bird? Nope. All right. I'll get confirmation.
Take it easy. You got to believe the bird is there. But yeah, it is cool to see a revitalization in his career. I thought he was, I didn't think he was going to be long standing on this team either. He got rid of what I would say is a big X factor, a wild card, if you will, when you actually got picked up by this organization in 60, and you picked up Sonic in place. And I wasn't sure if that was the right move. It turned out to be an incredible move because he has leveled up his game so much, especially with these 2 Swedes joining the roster. His presence has certainly been felt in North America. And now he's looking to show that same form here at EPL. And Dodo a chance to thread the kill, but it's been Koi very careful with these calls. They're going to remain cautious and call another save. They haven't been really going for retakes. It feels like if Wildcard get a couple entries, the round's determined from that point.
Yeah, trying to play the percentages here, but at some point, the percentage is, okay, we're 9 rounds in.
And Ancient is a retakeable map. I don't think this is, like, again, I understand it, right? It makes makes a lot of sense. You're calling a save with low HP on Daviji. It makes a lot of sense, but I think Ancient is one of the more retakeable maps. I think there's a lot of opportunities in that sense. Even if you're down a man, I've seen teams pull back from worse.
I feel like what I want to see from them on the CT side is do something more dynamic. We haven't really... It's kind of like they're holding back. The hit comes through. Well, we lost the trades. Okay, save. Like, if you're going to play that game where as soon as you're at a disadvantage save, at least give yourself a maximized chance when you have the numbers. Go for a gamble, man. Go for 4 players pushing into aggression on B main. Go for something down mid. Get risky with it. So that at least at the end of the day, you could say, okay, either that worked, and now we've got the numbers, or, okay, not so much, time to save, whoopsies. Might be a little bit more aggression down mid here. Okay, just getting frisky into it, but Fozy is the one who collects. On the line, don't know if he had any vision there, if that was just a timing pull, but either way, it is going to be Koi off against the numbers
Had an
right
HE
off the rip.
to blow open the smoke for him. He just sat in an HE. And got vision. And as you said, now the next piece of the puzzle for Koi rather is to, like, I mean, maybe go for a gamble, stack a site. They're trying to get towards A, but it might be a little too late on the scene as they're left behind smokes outside looking in. They're going to press the issue, but Sedoto's flashed off the line and he splits the goalpost. So guess what? We might be seeing once more. They're going to play the percentage or they're going to stick around and go for it. Just is going to press the issue. He gets one, he denies the bomb plant, but he's still stuck in Donut while the flank is formulating. You still have to worry about Sus Pierre, and in doing so, gets knocked out. Daviji, there's no percentage where he makes this round happen.
Even when you get that kill with Just, there's nothing to put the fear in Wildcard. They've got the time, they've got the numbers still. It's like, okay, we'll just slow it down. Let the flank to come through. They have so much map control. They're dictating the pace. And it's, again, for Koi, there's at least something there. There's a mid-swing, right? There's a little bit more. But then as soon as that doesn't work out, it's back to being the passive. Back to being the receivers of the action. I don't know, man. For a team with Mopaz, a guy who loves to get active, just not feeling the energy. It's been Wildcard dictating the pace. It's been Wildcard in command.
Yeah, I mean, Mopaz has been active as well in some of these rounds. He just gets, traded so quickly at the best. And speaking of quick trades, Sus thinking about going for it. Worth a shot. I will give JBA a shot here as well. No, denied. It's a lot of exit damage, but it actually could matter a little bit towards the talent if they lose this round.
Worth the risk.
I think it's worth the risk as well. There's no concern there on Wildcard. They are happy with the look of this half. They lost the pistol.
Wow. Oh, that's perfect. That was so nice.
Yeah, he's been opping incredibly well. As I said, I imagine this is maybe the first bit of competition that he's played.
Fozy went on some weird journeys. Didn't he have a stint on a Chinese team?
He went to Rare Atom.
That's right.
Wasn't it Rare Atom?
I think you're right. Hold on. Gonna double check.
It feels right. But yeah, he's not a stranger to hopping into new scenes.
Yep. Rare Atom.
He's become a bit of a journeyman player in that sense.
Played with
just going all over the place.
Somebody who we were talking about earlier, fun name, ex-pro, and Corey. Spent his time, we all know him, coming up from the NIP Academy into the NIP main roster. Maybe getting a little bit of a raw deal. Spent a lot of time in Sangal. Was like one map away from making the major with Sangal, if you'll remember. Very close into that RMR. That team was fun, that Sangal team.
I think he's just gotten better and better as time's gone on as well, and I think it's flown under the radar for a lot of teams, as far as I know.
This time, getting an entry. A 5v4, that's something they've just had so little of on this map. And Adams collects one through the smoke, playing the angles, playing the line. Re-smoke up, just is a little bit off the mark. So that bomb is ticking away. Koi certainly this time are going to attempt the retake, and as Fuzi plays forwards, the Dodo's ready for it. Bit by bit, they're keeping this one clean. It all falls to Stanislaw. Damage is valuable, as is the round win. Mopaz is coming on the flank, but they're going to have to move ahead of it, and Daviji will be good for it. finally a retake attempted. It comes from Stododo, giving them the advantage before that bomb goes down, and it ends in a Movistar Koi round win.
It's not the only time we've seen Stododo have an opportunity to land a pick on that A side execute as well. He's been given that chance a couple of times. He just hasn't really connected, and you can see there's a key difference when he does connect. There's a chance to retake the round because of it. Not a 5v4 post plant where you have to likely call a save. And from that point, able to catch some re-aggression. That's a nice look from Adams as well. Finding that little burst headshot to follow up. And there is a little healthy exchange going on in between these two teams. I feel like it was coming through out of the gates from Vince, trying to answer those early momentum calls from Koi out of the gates. And it's their time to get loud again.
So interesting to take the time out here, right? Just to get this one round before the halftime break. Make sure you've got it bang on. Recognizing that getting an 8th here is just so much value. I guess we'll see if they come to regret that. If they need extra timeouts in the second half, but I think Wildcard have already done great work here. On the attack.
I always like the T side timeouts more than the CT side.
Okay. Tell me why.
Just because there's a lot more, I mean, not necessarily more details, but sometimes there's like a whole round that you want to set up. You got to get everyone's voice involved.
Looked like Sus had that. Maybe on the angle, but Crosshair not in the right position. I think Movistar Koi going to be thinking they're lucky stars. Mopaz, how is he? Oh, there's the tick. There's the tick. No one's close enough to hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. I think so. At least it's been communicated over in time. Stan might have got just the smallest of sound cues. Sus will turn around, but can't avoid the spam through the wall. Gets dinked down. But Donut does become a problem. Meanwhile, so does this A main flank. This is massive info. This
is what we've been asking for. We've been asking for a little more proactivity, and this is the definition of that. They're just going to miss the kill on the window player. No, might still have it. Might still have it. Fuzi's hesitating, and there's the assassination. Stododo, meanwhile, has found one. He's under pressure, but that bomb's under siege, and they know. And it's going to accelerate them in towards B, but it's a problem. So instead they adjust.
Oh,
the spam on, man. Sus, he's like, why?
Limbo.
Why? They doing it to me?
You had to go lower.
Look at Adams. They don't know about him. They don't know about him. You got to move, Stanislaw. Well, none of it's going to matter. Sonic trying to create some space, but space is not to be had. Stododo will deny. Movistar Koi, they struggle to find their footing in this half. But here they're planted firmly. And Stan is knocked to his knees. A little recovery there from Movistar Koi as they want to give themselves a fighting chance here on Ancient. It's vamo, 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 vamo from the coach. It's the right number of vamos. 5 vamos, one for each player.
I had to count.
But Wildcard got to be feeling good after that one. Not so much of the receive reactions. They've been pretty deadpan.
Yeah, I mean, we did see one loud nice go through from the coach, but I think that was just give him a little call and response there. Make sure that Koi are hearing Wildcard get loud. Trying to threaten the prospect of a heat up. We'll see if Koi can grab both pistols. Right now, the target looks right on Stan, and Stan alone. Good to get some extra help late from Fozy, but should be a post-plant situation here that they'll have to get after.
They do have a kit. They do have a smoke. Stan has both those things, so he'd rather not die, probably.
Or he dies and then gives someone else the kit so that they can have armor and stick. The smoke's not going to go on the bomb, though.
It's the meta. Smoke is for the ramp, so they're going to go for the...
Ooh.
Bad smoke.
Oopsie. Bad
smoke, big gap. That is going to be unfortunate for this retake. Need the kills. They're getting the kills. Fortunately for Wildcard. Adams, though, making that a different story. Gotta be run down. Eventually will be. And it falls to top VG. Oh, boy, he's done it. He's done enough. He was so low. One body shot would have done it. They're both dying to the bomb. But it's Davi Ju as the last laugh. Oh, waving bye-bye. Standing up over the glass there, letting him know.
And that's going to be a shock for the young JBA.
Ow. That might be one to watch back on Face It Watch. How does he do this? 2 HP.
Oh, yeah, that's a crazy parting headshot as well on 2 HP. Just nothing connected. It was the reverse of what you want to do right there as well. You got the bomb diffuser body blocking for the JBA fight, which would be okay. I think they would have had time, but JBA just had to connect on one more shot.
Had to hit him.
Just once.
Gotta shoot him. Headshot now required.
Yeah, just a body would do.
Here's the flashbang. Here's the idea, but the MAC-10 from on high, and it is a farming. Crops ripe for the harvest. And they will fall like so much wheat before the sickle.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
The farmer is talking to the crops, and every time they went around, they're getting loud about it as well. Usually the farmer does not talk to the crops, though.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm picking up what you're saying. Is that your chat spam?
That's my bind.
That's your bind. Farmer doesn't talk to his crops.
It's been a while since I've last whipped that one out. I stay fluid with my binds.
Stay toxic. Mopaz will paint the A-site boxes. And we will progress onward. Clean conversion off. It's not a terrible idea in that pistol round. Just a couple flashes out. What are we pointing at here for Stan? Headset's off.
Set my monitor.
Turn it on, please. I need to see what's happening. I spent that full first half. Monitor off. But now it's business.
Now it's time to try. No, we try.
Dialing in. Ah, full crash. Okay, that'll do it.
I was watching someone walk into the wall there with a MAC-10. Even though it was post-round, don't know if that's usually the move.
That's a pro tip. If you walk into the wall hard enough, you'll phase through like Shadowcat, and you're the X-Men.
Is there a Shadow Dog?
Tell me you know X-Men. Cole.
I was not into superheroes as a kid.
What media did you consume as a kid? There was a time you existed before
I played
TikTok.
a lot of Minecraft.
Okay. Did you, like, watch Minecraft?
I'm excited for the movie. I know people have been dunking on it, but, like...
There's, like, Jack Black's in the movie or something?
Yeah.
He's just gonna do every animated feature now?
Jack Black's in the movie there. He is Steve.
Oh, he's Minecraft Steve?
Yeah, he's Minecraft Steve. I am Steve. That's the big line that everyone's dunking on. He says, I am Steve. And everyone made fun of him.
Yeah, I don't know how you make
Jack
a Minecraft
Black,
movie, to be honest.
It's okay. I think it's okay if he's Steve.
What is the
wanted
plot?
it to be animated, like Sonic.
Oh, he's not animated?
Apparently the plot is supposed to be that they are stuck in a video game, so very similar to Jumanji.
But he's actually just Jack Black.
He's just Jack Black.
Old man Jack
animated.
Black.
It's not voiced over. He is just Jack Black in a Minecraft background. It's like, imagine if we put a Minecraft background.
Bro, we can make a Minecraft movie.
And we have the same facilities as a Minecraft. We just need some animators to do like the animals.
It's
like
just Jack Black in Minecraft.
They do have Minecraft sheep, llamas.
Punch a tree?
Yeah, that's also in the trailer.
He's got to be punching trees.
That's also in the trailer.
Everyone starts. What is the objective? Is like to get out of Minecraft?
I think you're trying to get out of Minecraft.
How do you get out of Minecraft?
I don't know the
build a
portal.
portal?
To be honest with you. I haven't seen the movie. It's coming out next year.
Dragon?
Are they going to speedrun Minecraft?
The plot, man.
Do a 2-minute...
Yeah, it's actually just actual Jack Black, but he's just doing the Minecraft speedrunning stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to want to punch straight down until you get to... Yeah, and then...
Rule number 1 of Minecraft is never dig straight down. That's how I know you don't speedrun.
Coward. Not digging straight down is for cowards. You fall and die, go back.
We only play on hardcore.
Do you think they'll have him brutally die and then just respawn in the movie?
I'm sure it'll be a bit.
Melts in lava.
I'm sure it'll be a bit.
Oh, my stuff!
All of his stuff goes everywhere. They've got like crafting in there as well. Jason Momoa's in it.
Jason Momoa is in it?
Yeah.
Doing what?
He's just him. I don't know. I don't know what the other characters are.
What?
He's wearing like a little pink like hoodie or like quarter zip or something. I don't know.
I gotta watch this trailer.
I mean, I can't believe you haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. I've been a little busy casting ESL Pro League Season 20.
I've watched it. What's your excuse? I'm a lot into Minecraft than you though, so.
Apparently.
Before Minecraft, it was RuneScape though.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was always.
Before that,
like,
it was, what
into
were they
video
called?
games.
EB Funkies?
EB Funkies was actually RuneScape came first at like, because I was the youngest. I had an older brother that got me into RuneScape at like maybe 5 years old.
Trees for him?
He genuinely had me like farming material, like farming levels. I would like cut trees, I would mine for him, and then he would go and do all the fun stuff with it.
That is the funniest part of RuneScape, is there's like all these quests and combat and everything,
Yeah.
and then there's just like 47 people standing fishing.
Yeah, I mean nowadays they're all bots, but back in the day you just get your younger brother to do all of the work for you.
One might say you were a bot. You were the proto bot. You were the keyboard script.
Yeah.
Except it was just you.
Yeah, just me clicking mindlessly.
Did he incentivize you, or was it just like, hey, you can play on my account, but you can only do this?
It was more like I wanted to hang out with him so that I could do the job of whatever he needed me to do.
Okay.
It would allow me to
You were a
spend time.
willing intern, shall we
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Coming on in. Yeah,
I was paid in exposure and experience.
to RuneScape.
Yeah.
So he ruined you.
Yeah.
Hell of a payment. Good to know. But that's good. You know, I feel like some older brothers use like a campaign of fear to keep you in line. If you're like being like threat of violence to farm RuneScape for. It's good to know it was a.
You didn't hit your quota. Sorry, you're getting the beat down.
Yeah. That's good. I remember the things that would emerge in RuneScape. I remember one time, you know, there was that little graveyard outside of one of the towns where there's like some quest about like summoning a demon or something. I spent a whole like day dressed like a monk, just consecrating bones. Like you could bury player bones.
Is it Vampire Slayer that you're talking about?
I don't even remember. This was a million years ago.
remember the
I can
quest.
picture it in my head, but I don't remember what the town was called. That I could not tell you.
Village?
It was the one that had the big bank in it, and then outside there was like that graveyard. This is all in the free section because I did not have an account. I did not pay. Well, I had an account.
I think it's
didn't pay for
Drano
it.
that you're talking about, because I imagine you're trying to kill the vampire. In that case,
Sounds about right.
could be Lumber Ridge. I think it might be one of those like first quests that you do out of the gates. But
Yep, pretty early on.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've last played.
But yeah, I just spent the whole time just like consecrating bones of characters who would get killed there, and then eventually, for whatever reason, because we were all like 12-year-olds or whatever, a couple people decided they would be my guardians on my quest.
Wow.
And we just went to increasingly dangerous places recovering player bones. Spent like a day doing this until we went too dangerous and got annihilated by something or other.
It's always, I think it's amazing because I did play at some point like as a adult, and I was like, what did I do as a kid? Because I remember spending a lot of time on the game, but I never remember progressing.
Yeah.
It's like you just kind of click around at that time.
Meet people, talk to people.
But you're doing anything but like actually doing what you need to progress. Nowadays, you lose the luster of a video game like that because you're just grinding.
Yeah, it's a
job.
It's the beautiful thing with those kind of games is it's just a sandbox for kids to play in, right? You kind of make your own fun. You define what matters to you and what you want to progress with and how you want to, you know, build your story. Kids' imagination is cool. And so, you know, you give them a skeleton to put that around, like a Minecraft.
Yeah, that's why I think Minecraft was so much more fun for me as a kid.
The joy in the
for the movie. I will be there, no matter what.
No matter what. Fuzi is going to be here, no matter what. Let's see if he can see when they come around the corner. Here come the flashes. Oh, so far so good. No flashes, actually. His vision clear. A little late on that one. And yeah, Fuzi going to stack up too. Nicely done there. Movistar Koi maybe leaving themselves a bit vulnerable.
Bomb has been planted.
To the big box spot. Ooh. And another kill for Sonic. Look at the damage on Stododo. They're in trouble on this retake now.
Malpas has to make a move. He's got to be the next piece of the puzzle to try and mop this up. But no, not going to happen. Sonic with another victory. And Stododo is, yeah, I mean, 100%. Not enough health.
He said, Stododo. I'm out.
Doesn't want to go the way of the Stododo bird. So he will Stodaddle. Yeah, I don't know where the flashes were because they did have them. Came a little late. Fozy gets away with a lot there. Considering his position just in an off angle, you'd like it to be a one and done position. You would like it to maybe even be a one and none. Just a quick little entry, but missed out on that opportunity. It's the bonus though, so Koi, they might be just missing some of those details on that bonus round. This time, you're going to want to make sure you button up because you got the AWP, you got all the tools you could ask for, and it seems like the same target, at least initially. Back towards middle, Mopa's avoiding the smoke for now, getting chased down by Sonic. This is crazy. Sonic will threat a kill, and there's no reaction coming through in return.
Stanisol's so forward. Gets caught.
A lot of damage done to Sonic through the wall as well.
Didn't expect Mopa so close after Sonic's aggressive play.
He's probably thinking he would have gone for the trade.
Oh my goodness, Mopots. How is he alive? The Molotov will find him. Adam's burning down a little bit as well, but they're rerouting the bomb. Oh, Fuzi needs to get on this angle in time to help out his teammate, and he's done exactly that. Molotov through. Fuzi's going to commit on the other side of it. Catches a kill as well. Leaves himself exposed, but no, Stododo can't capitalize. And now that's the bomb. That's a disaster. That's a and despite the damage, 4 players survive for Wildcard, so now they got some moolah.
Fuzi just so quick on landing these kills. Locking down this A side once again. The mid defense just slightly gets it with that fadeaway Molotov. Finishes what he started with that A1S spam. Had so much impact out of Fuzi. It feels a bit disjointed there for Koi, but again, what is this? Stododo has gone all in with the AWP while the rest of his teammates have Glocks. And I guess the Deagle in play as well. Not any longer, though.
I mean, it'll be a surprise.
It will be a surprise.
The element of surprise is their best element here.
He's right. Sonic, he's interested in aggressing, but I think he's just covered right now.
Oh, okay. Shots to the dome.
Surprise or not, does not matter. Sonic is fully aware and knocks it down again. Anyone else want to peek him with the op? Anyone else want to give it a go? You too? Adams, you want to give it a fight?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to challenge Sonic's rifle work.
The problem with that angle is you give a shadow advantage over. And so he just knows he's got the pre-fire. He's playing it really nicely. Maybe just being past him on the left catches him off guards, but now he knows. And it is just that unarmored AWP and nothing doing. Sonic No mercy, man. Just a one-man arsenal. He got to go fast. Did you play any Sonic games growing up?
Yeah, I liked Sonic. Mr. Eggman. I don't remember. I was
generation.
I don't know the exact games, but I do remember playing them as a kid.
Started on my cousin's Dreamcast with I think it was a Dreamcast, some sort of Sega.
Do you like the arcade
Sonic
game
versus Knuckles?
This is Sonic the Olympics. Sonic versus Mario in the Olympics. You know that one? It was also a Wii game that I used to play as a kid. That one was actually so much fun.
Slightly different generations of Sonic games here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But he still has the gold rings that he wants.
I wonder which Sonic game inspired his moniker for Mr. Aran Hruspeak.
It's because he's so dang fast.
So quick.
And the gotta go as well, but he can't get back on the angle. Not fast enough to get that second shot off. It will be JB8 with the head on a swivel. Good for one, but then done. 3v3 now, but it's still Fozy on the secondary. They walk into another AWP. They're smoked off towards the B ramp as well, and they are forced to reroute this play.
It's not available for Sidoto if he's brave enough to go claim it, but he's not. Ooh, Stan, risky spot. Double battle up here. Stan, can he lock this in? Molotov to force him onto the swing, and a little awkward there. But that is going to give Adams the chance at the clutch. Fozy's rerouting.
Oh, he's I mean, in such a
beat him on the timing.
Crazy spot right now.
25 seconds. Does Adams still commit to this? No, he's leaving. This is just a bait.
Whoa,
Through the cave?
whoa. What do we got cooked up here?
Through the cave? That smoke's actually going to save Fozy's life.
He's going to walk back through it. Adams, oh, he's heard the plant. He's got the jump on him. Oh, that's so incredible. The smoke bails him out. He plays around his opponent's utility. What a play from Fozy, and what a round from Wildcard.
Adams is never going to know how close he came to that backstab. His own smoke giving just that bit of cover for Fozy to slip through. Unawares even. And now we're just coming to the close of this map. Koi, at moments in this round, finally gave themselves the opportunity, the trades they were looking for. But not the ones that matter most.
Such a relief for Stan. He loves these really close range angles. I don't know if I've ever seen a player take such difficult positions in cave. And he does decent work with, obviously right there, not able to have as much impact, but it usually is good to catch other teams off guard. And somehow it's like his favorite spot to be in is these like fast flicks with the rifle that he has to get away with. Cave is Stan's domain for this wildcard squad. And another reason why they're doing good, it's just not in this map here, and the rest of the wildcard squad able to show up. It's Sonic with a lot more impact. It's Fozy winning clutches. And whatever way that wildcard can find a way to win is good. Sonic still available. JBA blows open the smoke for a kill, and it is one rifle recovered. But 12 looking more and more likely at his advantage, and Fozy good on the line. So Sidoto with a lonely P250, no bomb, hoping for something.
It's actually crazy when you look at this, because it's been relatively one-sided, but because of how conservative a game Koi has played, the scoreboard is only Fozy's the only player who's positive for wildcard.
Wow. Cusp is 5-12.
Yeah, he just hasn't needed. He's been traded.
Yeah.
And then Koi have had a lot of save situations.
There's been so many like 4 or 3 player saves for side of Koi.
It's kind of the ideal way to play if you're wildcard. You're like, okay, our take worked. We have enough of an advantage. They save. All right.
No pressure.
All right, you don't need these big multi-kill rounds. You don't need these big step-up rounds. Fozy has had some, to be clear. They've come when required. But it's mostly been pretty even-keeled through this, and Movistar are going to try and rock the boat at least a little bit on their way out of this map.
Could be a sweep for the gun rounds, Koi. The pistol, but wow, Fozy caught completely off guard there. A little lackadaisical on the entrance of the round, and the 2 Swedes down early. Stan getting body blocked though. When does he register this? They're both body blocking and somehow the defensive line
He's gonna
slipped past into a wild card save.
They have tons of money, but I mean, there's just no reason to risk it here, right? You have so many opportunities at this. Why not maximize every single one? So obviously, Fozy will be able to right back into the op. There will be no limitations whatsoever. You even saving oodles of utility.
I got a question.
Okay.
You gotta release the EPL mailbag email. But if you guys are interested, send in your very niche games. I want to hear them. Because I feel like there's so many niche, old school games that people are into on so many different niche communities.
You talking about games that they're into now, or like the
when you're
what's the weird game that's a core memory for you as a
EB
child?
Funkies, I will never forget.
That's true, and I've never heard of EB Funkies.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, it's a good one. That's EPL mailbag at efg.gg. Tell us what core game from your childhood.
Ever play Toontown?
No. You know what game I remember? Pickle Wars. You ever heard of Pickle Wars? It was either an MS-DOS or a Windows 95 game. It was a side-scrolling platformer where you shot a salad spinner at alien pickles who had invaded the Earth. Oh, JBA, 1-for-1, advantage on the line. Fousey gets that. That's a bomb dropped as well. And now the clear back in, but Fousey with a rare miss.
Got this flank coming, though, quickly.
Still possible. Sosp doesn't want to go ahead of his teammates. Staying alive is the biggest priority for him, but he's a little further than they expect, and Sosp is going to capitalize. All just one man. His position known. Maybe that Molotov gets him one, but no. Not even going to happen. The flank is on, and it's done. Wildcard on top here on Ancient. Comfortable and commanding. The half split confirmed it. They look very good on Ancient. I know they can make things exciting. They got to do it here on Nuke. And Wildcard are no strangers to Nuke either.
Yeah, I mean, I highlighted this out of the gates, but Nuke's also a very comforting territory to find themselves on. I think Inferno, the only concern for me in this series, map-wise for Wildcard, and especially when you have a player like Fozy playing as active as he is and starting off on a CT side of Nuke. If he continues to be as effective with his rotations and as quick with his kills, it's going to be further problems for Koi as they walk into the stack on ramp. A man down already.
3 players here. Oh, good luck. Good luck. It's Susp to get one, JBA to follow it up. The bomb is long since in the grasp. Okay, hold on.
Not bad.
Just makes it possible.
2 HP.
Yeah, methinks the toe shots might be a problem here.
Although, we had a 2 HP clutch out of just
True.
in that last map.
Maybe that's just how we start these games.
Nah.
Not this time. Headshot for extra
Overkill.
extra emphasis.
If he would have gotten the 1v1 versus JBA, that would have been, you know, maybe a nightmare for him.
JBA's just getting flashbacks.
Yeah, just getting flashbacks to that last clutch. That, I feel like, is where things could have gone wrong for Wildcard as well, but as soon as they got guns back out, they dominated in that second half. Now they got a pistol.
What do you do with Glocks? What do you do with Glocks with Deagles? Here's the thing about Movistar. Like, clearly things aren't going great for Movistar Koi right now. They're still finding their footing. They're not the team that they once were. Fine. But just keep it interesting. Give yourself chances, you know? Bet on yourselves. Bet on yourselves. You got some quality players there. You know that.
I agree.
Here comes the motion. And the motion is that Susp is making some money. Eventually he's dropped on down, but Fozy has long since rotated. He's just got the dualies down low. If they take it B, there's a chance.
He's not waiting for them.
No.
He's going to go
Proactive.
on the aggro. Fozy with the dual Berettas. You wouldn't really expect this level of disrespect. 1 HP, just enough to tank through. He wants to escape. He wants to stay alive. He wants to find an extra kill is what he wants to do.
What? He even gets the MP9.
And he's going to get the op next round, I'd imagine. Could toss that MP9 over. A little smile there for JBA. Well worth it. Here's Susp. who, again, was never super necessary to get activated, get some ecos. Those are the players you'd like to see. It's not only the IGLs who can feast the ecos, but also those anchors, the ones that don't get a lot of attention. The bomb sites don't get hit a lot. Sometimes it's the B anchor.
The lonely B anchor. 3 MP9s in this one, but as you said, the big gun in Fozy's hands. Unsusp going to be tested here. HE to get some damage down range, but he's not able to escape. Routing, not ideal. Fozy does collect, but they've been focused in on this ramp for every round so far this half, and they will continue to be focused in on this ramp. Pressure on. JBA holds strong, anticipates the maneuver. The door was to distract. The DAVG was the real problem.
Now it's just so split up. How do you join forces here if you're Koi?
Does Adams call them back over? And if so, how do they do that?
I mean,
Hezzy here.
TBA's containing so much space. There's opportunities to grab better guns as well.
Smoke's gone.
You have a player on back of clock. What do you do? That
By
HE
JBA.
Get JBA through it. It goes too far. It's a little too deep.
They've just stalled out. They're really waiting, I think, for Adams to do something for them, but he's just not. The bomb's the one by the ramp as well. That will be spotted. Mopaw's now getting active, making footsteps, clears out JBA, but is the trade there? No. Sonic came back to watch the vent, wondering what they were actually doing. That left double doors exposed. Clear back in, trying to limit these spaces. The lurker long since caught. And a Stanislaw to get active, but Mopaw's to connect off on. Mopaw's up top on the cooling tower, and Mopaw's! We said bet on yourselves, we said bet on your stars, and Mopaw's shines bright.
I mean, especially when they're stalled out, especially when it felt like they were going to fall into that classic issue for Koi. A lack of movement, a lack of motion. They hit a stall on the round for a good minute in the 4v5, or in the 4v4, I should say. And they'd make 0 moves. Even worse is that Adams gets cut off. And Mapas just takes a round into the palm of his hands. He doesn't let it slip away. He doesn't let it get out of control. And there's one individual that at least is trying to do it for the squad.
That's what you need. He can be a bit hot and cold, but when he's hot, man, he can deliver for the team. What kind of a bet are they making on this round? Seems like it's just going to be the eco, relatively. Keep everyone around 2K, get back on track, get back good. That's what they want to do.
Some MP9s involved. Those are fun.
If you're Movistar as well, you're not exactly feeling phenomenal about that one. I mean, Mobiles delivers it, but the macro of getting stalled out by one guy in control, not ideal. The macro of Adams having no idea how to like get involved with his teammates there.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
And almost I'd imagine also calling back saying, let's maybe try and rethink where the end goal is with the space that he's holding on to. There's so many concerns for Movistar Koi, all nullified by individual Mappas to lift them off.
That's all you need. That's all you need, really.
That's all you need. Sometimes it's nice to have a little more. That does bring up the question of who's next. Dodo with his AWP has had some small struggles, I feel like.
Bamba left well behind, so Koi have all the space, but they don't have C4 to show for it, which means that Mopaz is going to be very important to recovering that. They're getting a lot of real estate.
One. You're going to be surprised when there's 2 behind him.
I stand.
Thought he was maybe dealing with a solo lurk down secret.
Just a USP. So not a huge deal, but... Well, this is going to be interesting. With the bomb split off, here is the window for something to happen in this round. You kill Mopaz.
How do you get the bomb down
You
into B with the space? That's my question. I mean, what if...
back up top. That's the answer.
That's a problem.
That's a counter out. Rifle-handed on Ian. Sonic wants to get some info. Oh, boy. Fozy's now punishing with Lil. Oh, another body down outside. That bomb's still under control, and Adams is trying to bring this back to bear, gain this space up top, but it's already gotten expensive considering what was brought into it. You just don't really have the weaponry for this kind of an engagement. Still, they do get down. JBA out. Sus! He was totally overlooked. The nade nearly takes him out of play. The clutch. The clutch. Oh, and he's not got the headshot. So we're tied out, but there ain't no money making it through, Cole.
I can't believe they left the bomb there in spawn with 3 players taking full control, having a kill down secret. It's so concerning. It's so concerning. The bomb kind of being left out to dry. That's a key part of your game plan there. And it forces them to hit upper because of that fact. Fortunately, they get away with it, but mostly because of the firepower advantage. You'd have to imagine.
That does create a premium opportunity, right? To punish. You got the op out for Fozy once again. You do have a play down secret, or sorry, vent.
No secret about that drop either, though.
No, full noise.
But did he spot? I mean, I think he saw that the glass was broken, so maybe now this is going to queue up ramp aggression, but Fozy has been positioned well to deal with it.
Uh-oh, a couple misses. Don't get too many opportunities, but he's going to connect on the third. And big damage done. Ooh. Cross back, playing with fire here. The bomb's still painted into the corner.
Oh, he's hit a timing though. Wait, all of a sudden, Mopa's, no, he jumps past the corner. He gets into safety. Fozy now has to get his sidearm up. There's no reloading that op. And does get overran eventually. There's the reload. Mopa's has realized there's no ammo in that gun. He's got the reload successful, but now he's got to op his way through this one.
Just getting rid of it. Fumbling with the guns, trying to hide the ops. Oh no. Now he's tucked. Molly should finish it, and as he crosses, Sus will collect. Did they get the up? Like, where'd he go?
It's too high up there.
Oh, all right. So no op save through. He does get rid of that. But around, not so much.
Stand with a quick rotation. That's that stand holding up to the pressure. And Fozy, he misses so much, but he puts himself in a position where I guess you can afford to miss a couple of times and still get away with it unpunished.
It's just warning shots. Just warning shots. Just let him know.
And he still gets 2. Shot 5. Shot 2.
Let him heat up.
And 5 for 2. 5 opportunities, 2 kills is well worth it.
Shots 1 through 5, clearly missed.
1 through 3.
1 through 3, clearly missed. Sus. Locking this down. Oi, JBA back into the angle. Sorry, it's Fozy. JBA's kill coming elsewhere on the map, Aroni. But the casualties have been severe, and JBA needed his position. Double door scooting him out of the way. Oh, he's on fire, and not in the way you'd hope. Bomb plant? They're baiting it. Are they leaving?
Round's gonna get complicated.
They're leaving.
They're leaving.
They're going to walkabout.
All of Wildcard have joined forces. It's not a bad idea. It just depends on how slow they are about this approach. There's guns to be retrieved towards J-Hull. They can get upgraded.
Susp is already thinking about it. Already thinking about going back up top, but he's got no health. Yeah, he's going to do it. But again, he is the wounded player.
They've also now are following in the footsteps. That glass is broken open. They're going to spot nothing on this B side, so now it's going to be a quick move up ramp. You're going to have a pretty rapid flank, but there is going to be no time buying measures from Sus. They are already planted on the bomb site.
Oh, the Tech 9. That's just a delivery of a rifle now. Thought he had him unawares. It's the Dodo peeking down the chimney. Finds a face full of soot. And now Davi G is repositioning, but if they just get on this defuse, there's kits on both. He wouldn't have the time for it, and yeah, he's not going to have time. He is not going to have time. Bomb defused. Nothing to do's. Come on, Davi G will find the kill. He cannot take the round. A little bit of giggles there, I think. Awkward round. Awkward engagement.
It's not how you would like to convert up against the force buy, but it is a conversion.
Yeah, bomb plant down, that many kills. It is good for Koi, but they're not looking smiley. It's timeout coming through. This Wildcard will be looking to stabilize here.
And again, kind of discovering a little bit more, slowly but surely, from this new coach and Vin's, at least, you know, being adjusted on for Wildcard since they got these Swedes. It is good to see him incredibly vocal. As soon as the timeout gets called, he's instantly getting activated with the mic, and you'd kind of expect a little bit of that from Stan to really take control, but also, you know, there's going to be that influence from the coach alongside it.
Yeah.
I think it's promising.
And especially this early days of, you know, getting used to each other, right? It's about finding those adjustments, about finding those middle grounds between the vision, finding the synergies, the meld points. Right now, the meld point is, okay, make some money in this one.
And for the op once again, they got another half buy in order.
Big hot play. 2 outside,
Split in
the one
towards mini as
rifle.
well. Oh,
Goodbye, hero rifle.
goodbye split and mini.
Ain't no split about this. Bombs down vent. Bombs down vent. Stan will have heard this. Is he there in time to deny this bomb plant? Because they're just rushing it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Hang on.
Whoa.
All right, that was a little excessive.
Stan's wondering where on earth these T's are. Wait a second. Oh, he's going to walk into the crossfire, just as avoiding them for now.
Hold on. Hang on. How would you think he went up the ladder to bait his teammate? Can he deny this? The patience? No, the turnaround. Sonic's like, what is happening? Where is this guy? Good awareness from Sonic to turn around, to not make any assumptions.
The op is gone, though. I don't know if they had time to go and grab that.
I don't think so.
And they, even, again, in that decision, could have probably said to go and get it if there's that small bit of communication, but it got chaotic quickly there for Wildcard. So now it's back-to-back uncomfortable situations. This is a 5v3 that they get a bomb plant and make it expensive with a couple of extra kills. You will take that happily. They invest into the op? No, they did pick it up.
You've teed yourself up into the last couple rounds to have an opportunity here. Wildcard, spend a few more casualties than you need. Bomb plant allowed in towards lower. But if you're Koi, none of it matters if you don't win here, right?
Yeah, exactly. We come down to the next game plan, and Stan is seriously doing that to them. That's a disruption in your game plan. Koi, get the guns back out, and Stan ignores all the firepower.
Sonic gonna edge the smoke. Does he have a flashbang for it? Flashbang would be nice, but without it, thinks better of it. Knows his presence on the. Oh, Davi G! It's a complete bystander. They're fighting his teammates, and Davi G just wanders into the spray. Susp at least will be collected, but it's a bad situation for Koi. And now it is just a Dodo. First one found, but no more. Wildcard holds strong against the danger round. No bomb plant in this one, and 6 on the board.
There's more to smile about. At first, I was a little concerned because it seemed super comfortable when they were losing a lot in these rounds, and we didn't see the timeouts come through after the damage that Koi has done to the economy. But now you've converted a confident gun round, and as we highlighted, the damage that's done, it's not going to matter all that much if you can't win on the gun rounds.
I appreciate Vince getting loud for him. Because this is clearly not a loud team by and large.
They got a couple
Vince
Swedes
behind them, and yeah!
JBA, I feel like he's a quiet type.
I don't know if we've known him long enough to really get the sense.
I've known him for a little while, actually.
Oh yeah,
He was one of those guys that I like started to cast in advance a long time ago. Maybe he was even main when I first casted him in like 2020. And he'd come into my Twitch chat, and I would always call him J-Ba, and he'd have to correct me and say it's JBA. And then I complained and said, "Why did you capitalize the B then?" And he'd say, "Fair point, but it is JBA."
it is a good question. It does seem like J-Bob based on the capitalization.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Just to make sure only the real ones know actually how to say his name.
He ain't no sheep, and this ain't no Minecraft trailer.
Let's see if they're gonna get shorn. Stanislaw, only the one for the Manislaw, and JBA. Feeling a little sheepish after that one, perhaps. These ecos have been tough, but Susp. He's down to the ones. Dodo with the techie, he's tough. Sonic, a little tougher. Again, they are very messy in the anti-ecos. They are taking more casualties than are necessary, but at the end of the day, Wildcard keeps stacking these round wins, and that's all they're going to care about when the half switches.
That is all they're going to care about, that's for sure. They just keep winning. They're just going to keep on counting up these rounds.
No one is going to remember your economy management or your forced buy anti-eco wins. What are they going to remember? ESL Pro League Season 20 W's in the series. Did I do the meme right?
I think so.
I'm a memester. Nice flashbang. This might be one of those W's because look at this. Stanislaw overwhelmed. Very little ability to do anything about this. Molotov out of heaven. Bomb down.
Economic management.
Feels like a save.
Are we going to call it here quickly? I think so. Koi got away with doubling back on that game plan. This time they do it with rifles. This time they're not just going to do damage, they're going to convert. So it's already been called. It will close out. It is good to see if Wildcard close out this series, a NA team come out of ECL and get a win, because that oftentimes really isn't the case.
Why'd you, oh, you had to say it. Why'd you vocalize that out loud? You've cursed them now. Well,
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in that curse.
It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Although as soon as I said that, Moppers did line in an instant headshot.
If you want to complain about that one, head to x.com/ it's Exnercast?
Yeah, that's the one.
Exnercast. Let Cole know that he's just jinxed them. x.com/ Exnercast or twitter.com/Exnercast, whichever one's your preference. Let them know. Get in the DMs.
We are in season XX here, so it is fitting.
Yeah, there you go.
And they did get Xner for the XX season.
Yeah, so why do you think you're here, bro?
And they pulled me out for the...
You know how many other people I request and they said, no, you got to take the guy with X in his name. It's on brand.
X-Floud was playing well earlier.
True. Powered up.
I had to pull out the big guns. For all the milestones.
All the milestones. You'll be back for season 30.
For season 30 and the 200th IEM. Later down the line.
That might be a minute. That might be a minute. Hope you can hold on that long. Took like 10 years to get to this one.
Took a little bit, yeah, I think so.
JB, yeah. Ooh, it's Fuzi. Oh, he bets on himself. And he delivers in the hut. Hut. Pizza Hut. Not gonna happen here. Mopaw's found a kill. If you don't know what that is, it's an all-timer commercial. Davi G. Looking like he's slinging some pies out here.
Stan. He's right underneath his nose there. The JBA finds the next pick here. It's going to come down to Davi G. Stan's clearing this. He has an idea, but Moppas then makes the move.
Oh, the problem is now Stan's looking two ways. He's got to turn his head. He's got to get it on swivel. How does he know? Was there a footstep? Something given up? Can't find the AK, and Fuzi up the vents is exposed. Stan catching that nade. Got to be the hero here.
Okay, I was going to say, they got to go B, surely. What are we doing sticking around here? Moppas is begging for another fight. Another isolated duel. Stan is so quick on the rotation, and the back is turned. Stan is going to abuse that much here. No kit, so there's a little extra time, but flying down the vents, he now identifies where the final target is. Moppa's looking to close this one out, but he's only got 15 HP versus Stan, who's healthy. He closes the door. It beckons him forward, and Stan uses a little bit of that brain power to close out the 1v2.
Huge play from Stanislaw. Huge play from Stanislaw. But Koi, why aren't you playing together?
What?
Why aren't you playing together? Why are you giving him the opportunities? You know exactly where he is. Oh, man. That one's going to sting. That one's going to haunt them. It's up to Stan to capitalize, but they had no business offering him the route back in.
Yeah, I started to sweat as well. I was like, oh no, I said that thing, and now Koi are winning rounds. I was like, maybe I did it. And Stan just laughs it off.
He knows. He knows he shouldn't have been allowed to do that.
What he got away with, I can almost guarantee he got a back turned in the first fight. Well, actually, the first fight he got was just a player sitting around Vince, giving him a duel that it never should have been granted to Stan. He can't believe that in the first place, in a back turned, and then he actually has to close out an impressive clutch in that 1v1. But that is just pure panic setting in for Koi at this time, and that's a huge surprise.
I love the small detail for Stan as well. He's like, I can't tap the bomb. I don't have the kit. I'm just going to close the door. That's the audio.
So smart. Yeah, that's the audio cue.
I know he's the vent player. He has to go this way. And obviously Mopaz doesn't know he doesn't have the kit. Otherwise, maybe he would have risked the double doors. But that's just a savvy move from a veteran player, from a guy who's been there, who's done that, who's played a lot of Counter-Strike in his day. Getting a little technical poos coming through here again. But Stan, delivering big for the team.
What's your so this is a question that came through the mailbag as well. What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon? It's going to be old school. It's going to be one of the 151 because I'm old. I want to say I liked Magmar a lot as a kid. It's just a weird looking lava duck thing.
Oh yeah, I like that duck.
Also a big Nidoking fan. I had we had these figurines. I'm sure they're still a thing.
Yeah.
But I had these like little plastic figurines that I played with as a kid, and I had a dope Nidoking one. So
I like Geodude, that guy with the rockin' arms. I think that's him.
Geodude. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, WG.
Smash onto Sonic.
It's a way to start. They're looking to find 4 rounds here at the very least. Well, at the very most as well. That is the maximum actually available.
At the very least could be 3 still. They aren't looking for that, though.
No. Not ideal. Susp. Risky angle.
Molotov should go his way. It got stuck. WG got the molly stuck to his hand. Someone glued his Molotov. And he didn't throw it. He just swung instead, I guess, and just walks into the headshot. What just happened there? There's no one on A,
It's
though.
open. There ain't no one here. They're betting on the peripheries. Whoa. Stanislaw, do you clear this? No, you don't. So numbers given back over, and that's going to isolate Fuzi. That means that he can't get active in towards heaven early, wary about that flank coming through. Now, honestly, that Molotov from Mopaz is a blessing to him, because he can discount the possibility of the ramp flank. Instead, outside is Mopaz. Talk about a flank on a flank on a flank. There's no way you're ready for this. The trade almost there, but JBA knows he has to just leave this alone. He has to leave this alone, deal with what's in front of him. Play tucked in by the Ven, just burning. But that kill might just be it. Mopaz swings, but he will be able to deal the killing blow to send us to the half. could be the final half here. The Movistar Koi squad looking to battle back in, but it's been rough for them in the full math here. Wildcard been looking like they're playing with a packed deck.
And now they got a T side to look forward to. I guess Koi, they also have a defense to look forward to. We'll see if the CT side of Nuke holds a test of time. They're going to get aggressive here in the ramp side. This seems to be well prepped for, but there's a whole lot more around the corner than they anticipated. The traits, though, up in the air, and Fozy confirms it. It's going to be Wildcard favored. And now Sedodo joining the mix, joining the pack, interested in fighting forward. He's going to follow in the footsteps of his teammates to the same result, though, is the big question. Fozy prepared, but no, he's finally able to knock it down. Stand next to bat, and it's answer back. And again, they maintain their composure. Adams now in the 1v2. And JBA, where's he got himself stuck into all the while? He's in heaven?
Yeah, that's what this has all been about. That was what that patient stall was for Stanislaw and Fozy, was just to let JBA work with all of this space. And now he's got vision over the whole site.
You're probably going to leave one up in heaven, right? Drop it and plant for the back of Silo. But he's close and involved, so Adams might be surprised. It's a silent drop from Stan, though.
Plant open. Yep, okay. Plant secure. Confirm there wasn't player by the hut. They're really paranoid just to make sure that they're not going to get caught from the unbreakable box, from anything like that. There's the spot. There's the confirmation. Now JBA can get active. Made just to harass. There's no kit, so the onus is on Adams to do something with this. And there's the double swing and the lockdown from Stanislaw.
Laying down the wall. Excellent round. I mean, the traits just...
Great composure, right?
Consistently going their way. And it feels like at every step, you know, you finally have to rely on Stanislaw being aware of the next possibility while JBA is on his antics towards the outer yard. And he's prepared for the follow-up. It doesn't matter how low he is either. He's still able to knock down that last kill. And again, the energy coming out of Stan right now, very positive. Happy with how well he's doing on these pistols and also how well some of these key components are here. Sus didn't get the most attention in that last map, but he is so much better here. And now JBA, though, down early.
Try to go for the cheeky fast play to catch him outside, but heavy presence here. Ooh, Stanislaw. Check getting into the garage. They'll know he's here now. But Fozy will find the first. It is the bombing garage, so that could be a problem. Wow. And it is the Sonic. That's the play they were trying to wait for. Again, all that space ramps. Like, all right, where are you? Well, there's the Davi G.
Just went with a little less composure, as their anti-force buys have been so far, but they have been good at closing them out at least. And that might remain true. It is. It's good damage again for Koi, but the force buy does not work out for them in the end.
Had some opportunities, had some overlooked players, had some cheeky spots, but couldn't hang on. It is, again, it's composure, right? It's composure. Wildcard are not panicking in those moments where things start to go wrong, and that's just something that's really encouraging to see for a team that hasn't had the international opportunities. We've talked about it. Obviously, this isn't your classic NA roster. You have Stan, who has been there, done that when you talk about international competition. You have two Swedes who've been competing in Tier 2, Tier 3 Europe, and, I mean, in Fuzi's case, Asia for a stint, who've been battling out and playing all these events. You have Sonic, who's also already traveled internationally, made that commitment with a Project Destiny roster, with Bravado, who's been through a bunch of different rosters, who's much more experienced. Really, JBA is the only one who is a rookie.
And JBA's had a year to grow already underneath Stanislaw. He's had a year of time playing back in the day with that Forsaken roster, so it's not even super new to him either at this point. I mean, the international scene maybe, but in terms of actually getting opportunities to play underneath the leadership of Stan and underneath this wildcard banner, he's had time to grow.
JBA, make sure that flank doesn't come through. For now, it should be relatively clean. Mopaz will even toss the gun over to the armored player in Adams. Presumably, Adams just going to save, and the other two might look to do a bit of damage here on the exits. Try their luck, see if they can't garner some extra weaponry. So Mopaz will wait. Oh, he's not a man to wait. Not a man to wait. Mopaz will get active. And detected, eliminated, more money. More ecos on for JBA.
Those sweet, sweet ecos mopped up. As is the round. Adam's going to save his AK, which is nice. But they don't really have a lot of time for nice when they need rounds on the board. They need wins. Whenever it's nice, it's usually Wildcard that are winning. Koi like to stick with the Vamos.
The Vamos! 5 Vamoses. There have not been many Vamoses for a while now. Limited Vamos action. Vamos.
Yeah, sure.
I like how you just let me spin my wheels when I'm on one of these kicks. Just like a car stuck in the mud.
I mean, I never know where you're going to go. I just kind of wait for it to happen there. If you're kicking up mud, we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll get ourselves unstuck.
That's the advice. If your car's stuck in the mud, just keep spinning
trying.
the wheels.
Just keep trying.
Dig deeper.
Never give up.
Get further in there.
There's no way there's more mud underneath that car.
Eventually, you'll find stone.
Or that your wheels are spinning in the air. You don't need bomb if you get all the kills, either.
It's true. That is a key
Who's
detail.
going to go back and grab it is the big question.
Bomb's not necessary.
Who's got to take that role?
Stan is like, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
He's going to go and check out the name on that bomb. Really? Who's the culprit? Oh, Stadodo, a risky position, but bailed out by Adams. And an HE blowing open the smoke. A man advantage as Susp is knocked out early.
Reminder, this is an elimination match. It says it at the top. So for Movistar Koi, it's got to be here. It's got to be now. And so far, it's been here and now.
This is the second place EU ECL finishers versus the second place of NAE or NAECL finishers.
Key details. ECL gamers out in the big leagues. Mopaz eventually drop, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Stadodo through the box. The box is plenty. At least it's not a complete stomp down. We got time. We got a chance.
Both these teams are making it through the ESEA League.
That's what you want to do. Sign up for the ESEA League and you could be Mopaz.
As I said, 4 years ago, I'm pretty sure JBA was playing in Maine at a age of 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Ask him. Yeah, that would make sense.
Tuning into my Twitch streams, watching advanced matches. That's how dedicated he was to the grind back then, and he's made it.
Should have had him on a fireside chat.
Should have.
Could have gotten the first JBA interview.
Yeah,
maybe you still can.
Yeah, I think I still could potentially, unless he
Bring him back.
comes on for the winners.
Think you'll still hop in an extra chat, or do you think he's too big time for you now?
You'd have time for me. He'd have time for me, I'd imagine.
A day one.
He is a day one.
Is he a day one, or are you a day one for him? Are you both?
I wasn't even a fan when he was in Maine. I can't say like, oh, I thought this guy was a great talent. I wouldn't say that. Like he was not there yet at the age of 15. He has gotten there. Now I am a fan, but I was a fan since Limitless for sure.
Not a day one believer. Maybe a day 3 believer.
Yeah, I mean, I hopped on board whenever everyone was joining. I'll be honest.
Bandwagoner.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy. Just gets a little active, but the playout trophy. Sonic can't escape up the ladder, so it's a 1-for-1. And a lobby is conceded, though Movistar Koi will not hang on to it.
Oh, this op is in prime position.
Oh, he just missed him.
This isn't real.
Oh, if his teammates die to this, they're going to be so mad. Okay, Stadodo figures it out in time. That was... Such a case of missed opportunities. Fuzi starts to bring back the kills. JBA gets another. There's a Heaven player. They got to be wary of that.
Up to vent as well.
Need to plant this bomb. Mopaz has the flank. JBA's not looking. And now there's no time. There's just no time. Fuzi has to get this kill instantly, and he knows it. Not going to happen, so it's time to save for Fuzi. Don't get run down up the ladder. Panic! That got really close for Koi. I think the kill from Heaven, that saves them.
Certainly does. That timing was almost the worst possible scenario for Stododa, but he comes through just in time to bail them out. Because if Sus gets himself in towards Heaven, it is a done deal. If he surprises anything, they split in through many. They already found the entries initially. There's just one more thing you have to worry about. I thought Stododa was playing a little too passive. It turns out it's just the right amount. And Koi are not ready to give up on this map just yet. They're not ready to call it a day. Gotta give Wildcard some resistance to run into first. Sonic's looking mad chill. No cause for concern just yet.
No, I think they got about 4 more rounds before they get nervous. Hero, Fuzi, AK saved through from the last. Do you believe in it?
He said his rifling was good early. I agree with that statement.
It's pretty nasty, honestly.
Dancing around the smoke, though, is not going to be an easy task. That smoke's not going to favor him all that much. The Molotov, though, deep is not going to catch, and Davi not going to stick around too long to find out how good Fozi's AK is. Instead, it's going to be Adams that falls victim. AK recovered, and Stododa will deny it for too long. But there's another player with a chance and a timing there. JBA not fully ready to capitalize on it just yet, and it's a nice headshot. Actually, from Malpas, that's behind him. A little distance on that one. It's eventually Davi that finally gets his second, and it is in safe hands towards the ramp side.
Get a little nervous after that first kill, but no panic. Movistar Koi, no rumbles, no bumbles, no tumbles.
No stumbles.
No stumbles.
Even.
They stay humbles. Though in the comms right now, there might be some grumbles.
I gotta buy a scout. Oh man.
Noted scouter, Fuzi. Just telling you right now.
Scout, seriously?
All the way back. He's setting up the util right now. But eyes on that scout. He can scoot. Here come those smokes. Adams playing the patience game here. Shadow with a Schmallow. Hasn't been revealed. When does he pull the trigger? There's one. Oh, nearly gets the third. Huge damage on. Mopaw's able to trade it. And Adams with that cheeky play. Totally overlooked. These are the mistakes being made. We talked about Wildcard's composure being the most impressive thing about this team. Little details overlooked that lead to round losses.
Fozi crouches underneath the crosshair. We'll see if they can regain their composure. There's noise being made. Double up in Heaven, and one coming late through Mini. It's a fake. It's not a stick, and maybe they've lost their window of opportunity to comfortably plant the bomb. Smoke going down here. That's an interesting
Mini player.
throw. And Sonic getting himself repositioned effectively. Mappa's not realizing this, but still being able to catch one off guard. Not for long, though. Sonic swings. And it's a quick kill here. Another one out of Sonic's AK. Last alive is Fozi to convert in the 4v2. The duo will get the job done.
Gonna let them speak for themselves there, because what on earth?
They missed the smokes in the outer yard of that play, too. If it couldn't have gone any worse, Adams lines up kills. They missed the smokes. Everything went wrong for Wildcard, and they still win.
It should have been a nightmare scenario when you don't get anything out of those Heaven players, right? It's so hard to get that bomb planted. But the Mini player goes first, doesn't link up, doesn't wait for his teammates. And then Sonic swing, it just capitalizes it all. That one really hurts if you're a Movistar Koi fan. Stododa gonna try and give you something to salve those wounds. But as we saw in the last, it ain't over till it's over. It doesn't matter how good a situation it looks if you can't nail in the all-important finishing blow. Sonic's gonna have an opportunity getting aggressive into him. Oh,
Hear this reposition as well.
they back out right before the check.
Oh, but they've regained lobby control. They have got so much ground.
This is weird. This is really weird. Because Sonic's overlooked. They don't know about him. They're just on the other side of this door. There comes the check. Now they're going to try and get mobile. And Sonic does, in fact, get caught. So just position proves the stronger one. Fozie's able to bring it back. And the next, perhaps, Mopaw's dangerous game he's playing. And down he will go. There's not a lot of health, but there is a ton of positioning now for Stanislaus. Dodo's gone up the ladder.
Oh, he might be able to cut off the bomb. No way!
He's missed.
Oh, Fozie's panicking. He's panicking, but he's got coverage. JBA now getting involved, and it's no longer a 1 HP Fozie that's running away. It's JBA, and he is healthy, and Davi G wondering how on earth he's gotten here with a player to fight in heaven, but he's got it on the ladder, and both these players very low, could be falling victim to this MP9. Looking to charge this down. JBA gonna get hunted, flying from the heavens. Davi G looking to be an angel.
You know where he was?
Fozie's making the reposition.
No kit.
No kit. It's going to be a huge problem. He makes noise, though. He gets him off the bomb. He runs away, and he knows it. Smoke goes down. He doesn't have time to fake it out here. Is it going to be good enough? He gets the bait off once again. He's got to stick it. There's no other option. Fozie has to track it inside the smoke, and eventually he will find it, and eventually Wildcard will close out this series.
It was the last bullet in the magazine, too. They were coming right to the end of his ammo. It was so close to being able to pull through that clutch with the health remaining on the Wildcard players, but they do it. They do it. They look, they not